Hi, I'm Seth Kocher with the Lions Tractor. I'm in the Vincennes location in the I.S department. Today we're going to look at how to hook up an implement receiver with a pointer. So it's all ready once our implement receiver is on here. We've got two receivers, and our machine has RTK on it, and our implement receiver is SF1. Since they're connected, they have a chain together, so both our implement and our machine now have RTK accuracy. On our implement itself, we're going here to setup and equipment into the pointer. If you scroll down to the bottom, we want to add a receiver mount. And if it's all hooked up and powered correctly, your implement receiver already should be in here as a GPS receiver. And if it's not, we can come in here and flip it. Now we're going to put our measurements in here for the GPS lateral offset and our inline offset.
The GPS inline offset is the horizontal distance on the pointer. On this pointer, for instance, it's in the center, so there's no measurement needs on the display when there's 0. If it was on the right or left, we make a measurement to the center of the pointer. For the GPS height measurement, you want to make sure the pointer is lowered on the ground, like in play position. You want to measure for the middle of the receiver. So right now we got 9 foot 9 inches on the height. For our GPS inline offset, we're measuring from our connection point. In this case, to be the drawbar. On other cases, you may be measuring from the 3-point hitch back to our receiver. So in this case, will be 15 feet and 10 inches for our inline offset. For our center of rotation measurement, we're measuring from our connection point again, in this case the drawbar, and we're going all the way back to our center of load is. So in this case, we're going from the center of the tires. So our measurement back there right now is at 21 and 6 inches. So putting in our measurements here back in the cab, since our lateral offset was centered, we have our centered selected with a 0-inch offset, and then our inline offset, put in our 15 feet and 10 inches. Once we put your receiver measurements in there, this pop-up automatically comes up for implement guidance. If you use an implement guidance or autopath on this implement receiver, we want to make sure we turn this on. Continuing with our implement receiver setup measurements, we'll go up to the Quick Links tab, we'll click on our implement receiver, and we go to our setup tab. We have two measurements here for our fore aft and our height. Our fore aft is giving me our measurement from the receiver to the center of rotation. So if we take that center of rotation measurement, subtract that from our receiver inline offset, so that's 258 inches minus 190 inches, we can get 68 inches for our fore aft. And since it's in front of our center rotation, it's going to be a positive number. If our receiver is behind our center rotation, that would be a negative number. And our height that we took from that measurement is going to be that 81 inches.
To verify that our implement guide's set up correctly, we can go to our guides tab here on the bottom, and go to the setup button. And if that pop-up window didn't come up, we can double check here to see if this auto implement guidance is turned on. If it is turned on, we can see that we have two bars on our guidance page here, the top one being our equipment and the bottom one being our implement receiver. Lastly, we want to make sure, especially if we're doing autopath, we want to make sure our recording status is set up. So go out here to our setup icon. And we go to our setup tab here at the top. We want to enable autopath recording. This gives us a green light here or a source light here that will tell us if we're set up to record. It gives step-by-steps and if anything is not set up correctly, which we just went through all the steps so everything is set up correctly to record on autopath.